section.
Okay.
I know that when you're looking at the ventral view, everything's the opposite, but when you
Right.
cut it open, does that mean it's the right way?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, okay, so I know when you're just looking at it, the ventral view,
Right.
everything's the opposite, so your left is on the
Right.
right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I
when
know
you
what
cut
mean.
it open and you start
And
answering
you go like
questions,
this is the
Yeah.
ventral part, and this is the dorsal part.
yeah.
So the left is on the
Does
left.
that mean
So
that's
then
on
when
the
you're looking at it this way, yeah, left is left. But now when you're looking at the inside, do you really have to worry about necessarily the surface
No.
anymore? No,
No.
because you're just going to be orienting yourself towards things like, you know that this
Yeah.
is the left ventricle. No matter if you're looking at this side or this side, that's left. How do I know that this is left?
Because it's
Because
bigger.
look how thick that part is right there, right? So that's how you kind of need to
okay.
keep in track of yourself on that. What else? What are some other questions?
The tissues, we already talked about the epithelial, and you said there are two more. Is it connective and
There's connective tissue and then
And
there's
muscle, cardiac.
Is there any like
cardiac muscle. So what kind of tissue do you think would this be right here?
epithelial?
Epithelial? It's like tendons?
The tendons?
Tendons were part of what?
Weren't there 4 types?
Connective.
Connective.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, there were 4 types.
Yeah.
The only type of tissue that we didn't see here, nervous tissue. Oh, how about some straight from the notes today, Aaron? Here we go. What are the cardiac, I guess we said conducting fibers that go down the middle right here?
Purkinje?
Nope.
The
They go down the interventricular.
the AV bundle,
The AV bundle branches, right? Okay, and then what are the conducting
the
fibers that are in the
Purkinje fibers.
fibers? See? Yeah. But
That's
those
the
weren't
easy
from the dissection itself, right? But I
No.
mean, but did we see those?
No.
No. I mean,
no. Isn't it under the myocardium, kind of? Oh.
And then it branches off.
Because it's kind of like the central point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, those questions are more focused on the written part,
Okay.
not on this part. Because this part was more focused. This, although Josh, maybe we can change some of the questions.
No.
Or add some of the questions, like Madison had a good idea on one of the questions. So, anyhow, but yeah, the ones from the most recent notes were after we did all this, right? So they're more focused on the other part of the test. Does that make sense? This was more focused on structure and function of the parts of the heart, right? So I don't know if you guys have any other
Yeah.
specific questions.
You know how in the packet they had the transverse section, or that one, the transverse section that they cut of the heart?
It was this one right here.
Yeah. So would that just be atriums and that would be ventricle?
No, now what's going on is it was like as if you took the heart like this
And you cut it
and you cut it across this way.
Yeah.
Cut it across that way, and then took the top off. So now you're looking. Yeah. Now, so you'd be looking downwards.
Like
into
all
it.
in one, it's atrium. And
Yeah.
Like
So this is this right here is the right ventricle, and this is the left ventricle.
Oh, so the
See what I
atriums
mean?
don't show.
So here the atrium are cut off. So the atria are cut off. See, it would go like this, and
Oh,
cut this whole top part off.
got it.
Right. So this is a coronal section. So if you went to remember, this is called a coronal section. So if you come to a sheep heart and it was cut this way, and I said, which kind of section is that?
Transverse.
Transverse section. Okay, and could there be any other types of way that it could be cut?
Anterior, posterior.
Couldn't it be cut this way? What if it was cut this way? What would it be?
I need my notes.
Ah.
Posterior.
Because we could cut it this way
no,
too,
that's
right? It would be a sagittal plane. Right?
Sagittal.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, you guys need that medication that dude had in Limitless, right? Yeah. You just come in on the test and you're like, you take the test in 5 minutes and you're like, what? I already did this. Anyway, I don't know. What else do you guys need to know about the heart? What are these little structures in here? These structures right here.
The tuberculi
Trabeculae, carni, and why does the heart have these things?
to reduce infection.
Right. Okay. What was a weird thing about the sheep oracles that you noticed on the interior surface?
They were
They also had that same thing, right? So,
Wait, they had trabecular carneas inside them?
yeah.
Is that because it's more pressure than the human heart?
What's this thing right here? This thing.
That's a papillary muscle.
Yeah. So even if you never cut your heart like this, can you still figure that out?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It looks like a pulp. That's how I remember.
Oh,
it looks
that's a
like
good, yeah,
orange
like
pulp.
if you're thinking about a grapefruit or something, like with the pulp thing. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Pap pulp.
I get it. All right, what other questions do you guys have?
Can we go over the pulmonary, that pulmonary vein? That part again, you remember our venous dose?
Oh, like the circuit you're talking
Yeah,
about?
we can also do it in a flow chart, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you know where, should you know where to stop also?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I could probably give you a starting point, and then you need to figure out where the ending point is, right? On that, but that's not going to be this part right here. Like, are you serious?
Hey,
I
look,
know.
it's historian. It's our
I
historian.
know. Where's Samantha?
Another historian. Where's Samantha?
Anyhow, okay. What other questions do you guys have?
Can you like go over the great vessels?
The great vessels. Oh yeah, because these are kind of hard, right, guys? So, and this is the difference is some of you guys were able to see some of the great vessels. Some of them were more cut off than others, but
Some of them were
everybody
hidden
was
by fat.
right. But
Because
everybody
ours-
was able to see this one right here. So what's this great vessel right here?
The superior vena cava.
No,
No. Aorta.
it's right in the
Darn it.
front.
Aorta.
Pulmonary,
No,
pulmonary
the
trunk of the pulmonary artery, right? Everybody could see this one, no matter what heart you had. That was not cut off all the way, okay? And most of you guys could see this part right here.
which is the aorta.
Brachiocephalic artery, where is that going to go?
Oh.
Right. Okay, and then so,
Where does the brachiocephalic?
where does it go?
Right
Right arm and up the right side of your neck and up. So then, what's this thing right here then? The aorta. Okay, the aorta's right there. So now on this one, how could I get up to the aorta?
From the
Man, I can't. My finger. Whoa. Right there. Right. Like that. Okay, so that's how you know it goes down through the.
Can you actually feel the semilunar valve?
You can't feel them because they're too thin, right? That'd be like trying
Yeah.
to feel a tissue if it's up against my body kind of thing. It's like weird. But on here, you can see the aortic semilunar valve. Can you see it? Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can like see that in there, right?
oh yeah.
They look like little white flaps in there.
Oh.
Ooh, it's like 4th of July, right?
Where is it? I can't see it.
Holy cow.
Oh, let's get a dribble on you, Jordan.
Oh, okay, there I see it.
You see it now?
Okay, now I see it. Now I see it.
Nice.
I know, Jordan's like, get off of me. Somebody want to grab a paper towel or something? Michael.
I kept saying it, and it's not right.
Okay, so anyhow, yeah. Okay, so those were the ones that we could see. Some of the things that you guys did not see, which are visible on this one, were the superior and inferior. And I think on this one you can see it, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Never mind, this is maybe cut up too much.
Will we be able to see them on
I'm gonna be
the?
dreaming of a single blood cell.
So here's the inferior vena cava right here. It comes out this. Do you see the opening though?
Yeah.
A lot of you guys didn't have this on there. That was all cut off, right?
Yeah.
So it was really hard to see. You didn't actually have that vessel right there. Okay.
What is that again?
Yeah.
The inferior vena cava right here.
Okay, so it's like right in the middle almost.
Yeah, and so you didn't see that. This right here, see where I cut this? I cut this part actually. That's the superior.
Oh, there it is.
So most of you guys didn't have this whole entire flap on yours,
No,
did
we
you?
didn't.
Most of you guys had it like
We just tons
same
of fat.
as this one, where it's just
Yeah.
it's all cut off right there. So the only thing you really see is like an opening to the whole entire atrium, or the auricle, I guess I should say. And guys, you're not going to get marked off if you write atrium instead of auricle, because we're talking
They're the
about
same.
the same thing, right? I mean, not technically, I guess, but it's not going to be marked off if you write atrium instead of auricle. All right. And on the other side, you can't really see the other great vessels, the pulmonary veins, because on the way that it was cut out of here. And on this one, you see the, because they would be right over here, wouldn't they? But it's just totally cut off, so you can't see it. It would go right into this,
The
The
which is
inferior?
the
No, wait.
right